Occasionally when you listen to weather reports, you hear the term temperature inversion, and that's often associated with high pollution in urban areas. Now let me try to demonstrate what we mean by a temperature inversion. Now normally the air at ground level will be warm because of the sun's energy striking the pavement and striking the ground, and the ground then becomes warmer, and that also warms up the air near the surface. And the air further up is then cooler. So I've got a bottle of cool water, blue, and warm water, red. So I'm going to place my blue bottle on top of the red one. So we have then the cooler air at the top and the warmer air at the bottom. If I now separate or pull out the piece of plastic that I'm using to separate the two, we see that we have mixing starting to occur as the cold water moves down. See that with the color change here, and some of the red water moves up. The color change is not quite as noticeable. So normally the cooler air would move down and displace the warmer air, and in that way bring fresh air into an urban area. Now let's see what happens when we do the reverse. Here we have then the cooler air on the bottom, and our warmer air will now be on top. So let's flip it around and place the bottle with warm water on top and pull out the plastic again. We see that there is no mixing occurring between the cooler bottom water and the warmer top water. And this is what happens in the case of a temperature inversion in an urban area. There's actually a layer of warm air above the cooler urban air. And that can happen if, for example, the urban area is surrounded by hills or mountains. The cooler air can then be trapped in a confined area, and that prevents then the cooler air from mixing with the warmer air, and as a result the pollutants can build up, leading then to some serious air pollution. We call that then a temperature inversion. The first example is the normal situation in which the bottom waters are, or the bottom air, the air near the surface, is warm, and therefore it will rise. The second is then kind of an abnormal situation where the air near the surface is cold, and the warmer air above then prevents the cooler air from moving up.